So, what does the American dreams mean to you as an immigrant?
Coach, you wanna go first?
Yeah, you should go.
For
Since you
me,
have more dreams than I do.
I mean, we all do, but the thing is, for me, was like things that I was thinking of doing when I was back home, right? I was like, yo, if I come to America, I want to have a nice car, I want to live in a nice place, just be able to travel, buy things that you want. That was the dream for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you come here, you feel like you accomplish those things, like, those things comes kind of fast. Getting a car is like nothing in America. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but back home, someone who's like 20, 25, it's a luxury to have a car.
Yeah.
So when you come here, like, yo,
35.
even 35, even 40 sometimes. But when you come here, you're also like, so when you come here, you get all those things, like, that's it, and you want more. And now, the way you view things changes a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you have more dreams now.
Saying if you compare like his life like back home and now, so if you go back home, so people gonna think like, oh, he made it, but in America, that's
still struggling.
He's still struggling.
Exactly.
So I think the American dreams like basically mean different things for different people. Like it depends like where you come from, like different background.
Yeah.
So like I know Basha, like when he was in Congo, right? So before he came to America, his American dream was like you get the girls, get an American girls, blah blah blah.
I never say that, man. Are you like, yo? How you gonna relate my dreams? Things that I didn't even said none of that.
That was his
I didn't mention it. That was your dream, bro. Come on, man.
It's his dream.
This nigga.
You did mention that before, so
Yeah.
But I kept that in mind.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But hey, it was the same.
Yeah, that's the only thing you kept in mind, bro.
Yo,
Really.
It was the same thing for me too. But
The girls?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? So now, some people is like, get a big house. I think it's also like social economic.
Yeah.
So you wanna have like a high paying jobs. You wanna have all that. Fancy life. So it all depends.
Nah, bro, back then, right? I think I had a job. My first job was at the bakery. Making like, you're making $250 a week.
Yeah, that's nothing, bro.
No, but back then,
It was lit.
compared to you
was
coming
that?
from, was it the bakery in Warburg?
What year?
2010.
Yeah, that was still.
I mean, for someone coming from Africa, bro,
That's good
never
money.
made anything. You making $250 a week,
That's good money.
bro. That's good money. Back home, to make $250 a week, that's like $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have some serious job, like really serious,
To make like 250.
to make like 1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be like a good ass
You
job.
have to have a good ass, like you like a CEO, almost close to CEO, some shit.
Something like really good. You have to, I mean, not CEO, but the title has to be
I mean, you can be a CEO. There's level too.
there's level depending.
It all depends.
CEO of
Depends on the
like
company too.
You're running,
or the CEO of the parking lot, you might make 1,000 is a lot actually. Even CEO of the freaking parking lot back home. You know what I'm saying? So there's level to it, like you said. Yeah, there's level to it, man. Yeah. So, what do you guys want to talk about? The student loan shit? Your phone, man. You know your phone is here. Yeah, what's up with the student loan, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Trying to pay mine? The way you talking about
Man, I'm still broke, man. I'm trying to pay my own student loan, man. So
they're gonna take off like 20,000 or 10,000.
So I think it depends, right? They're taking 10 if you have how do you call it, Pell Grant? If you don't have Pell Grant, they take 10. If you have Pell Grant, they take 20. If I'm not mistaken.
So when is that thing going into action?
That one I don't know. You gotta talk to Google. But what do you guys think about it? Do you think
Hey, anything's help.
To me, it's good, man.
Anything's help.
easier? Yeah, go get him.
I think I only have like 10,000 only.
Wow, that's nothing,
That's nothing.
bro.
So-
That's less than your car payment.
I know. So I pay like $60 a month for it.
Oh, you been making payments?
I mean, no, I stopped making payments since they don't charge for interest.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't
Wow.
think they do. For
I think
now.
might do.
I think they have the grace period. You don't. It's not required to make a payment. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know, man.
So,
I haven't made a payment.
Because
I'm
my
still in
interest
school.
still the same. They haven't added anything. So, you know, and then when I check my credit report, it still say in good standing. But
Yeah, they extended it. I think
until December 31st,
December, right? Yeah,
2022.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But my point is like, all right, they're forgiving people 20K, but why not just stop it completely? Because
I don't know, man.
how about people? How about people who's going to, like, let's say kids are gonna go to school 2-3 years from now, or people went to school, they already finished paying their loans. Like, yo, imagine someone just finished paying their loans like 2 months ago, and this just happened.
Yeah. And yo, you gonna be
And some people, you know, let's say they won the lottery, they just pay that cash.
cash.
Imagine how they would feel like,
Hey,
sheesh.
it's not the problem. Hey.
Yo, it's like, yeah, I think they should like do something about it. Like, yeah.
Well, about the American dream, I didn't really.
So
I thought about it, but I
so
was like, it's a new place. I can't just think about the place that I've never been to. It's gonna be stupid.
But you watch
It's kind of
TV
like,
though,
it's
so
kind of
you saw
like.
things on it.
no.
What?
So let me
You watch
review.
TV though.
Let me review what you've been saying. Like basically, like, because I asked him like, what does the American dreams mean to him?
Yeah.
So basically, he was telling me that American dreams, like, it depends like where you know come from. So some people, the American dream is like, you know, having a big house, having a high-paying jobs, stuff like that. And for other people, it's just like, oh, the American girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
but you know, when you're talking about the American dreams, it depends on the mindset.
Exactly.
What's your mindset?
They were
What is it for you?
they were looking at the mindset based on when I was in Africa.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you two different mindsets.
That's fine.
Back when I was down there and
And
back
then
when
why
I'm
not?
here.
Yeah. Everybody's American dream changes when you
Yeah,
get
Exactly.
definitely.
Uh-huh.
So, back in Africa, at first I was fantasizing like everything. I was like, when I get here, I'm just gonna go into school I always love piloting. I've been good in geography ever
Yeah.
since in school. I love geography, you know what I mean? But I thought about it, and then when I tried to do my research, I discovered the piloting schools are not cheap. It's expensive.
Yeah.
So at some point, you know, I was talking to one of my boys, and they were like, "You can't be talking about a place where you've never been to.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just be thinking you don't even know how the life there looks
Yeah,
like.
true.
So you cannot just wake up and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this. No, it doesn't work like that, because when you get there, something's different.
It's so
and for real, when I got here, it's really different. It's not what I ever thought it's gonna happen. It's not what I thought it's gonna be. So back then, at some point, I was like, alright, whatever comes, I'm gonna take it like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't really dream about anything.
Yeah.
But when I came over here, facts, the life is really different. At first, I thought maybe I'll just come here, go to school easy. But when you hear about the student loans and all that shit, I don't want to get into that. Bro, the small one getting into my account is still too small to pay the loan. I'm not ready to add a loan on
Facts,
top of
man.
that small
Yeah.
one. So I'm like, you know what? I had the opportunity, like right now, I had the opportunity to learn what I'm learning.
Yeah.
I always like learning stuff. So I was able to learn mechanics, and then got into the dealership. It's paying me. I didn't go to school for that shit. I fix people's cars. YouTube is the best teacher, I'll tell you guys out there.
Best
YouTube, University of YouTube, bro. Everyone needs to do that.
It's free too.
It helps a lot.
It's free too, for real.
And Google too, although sometimes internet is not really good information, but sometimes you get good information.
Depends how you're using it.
Yeah. And then too, when you're into anything you're into, you always find a network for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You always find a network for it. So it just keeps going. And the thing that keeps me going is when I see like when I'm able to like get past one task, I see the smile on someone's face, I take on the next task like it was the previous one. So the dream has changed. I never ever saw myself fixing a car. But the thing that pushed me into fixing a car was my first winter here, because I've been here like not long. But my first winter here, I saw some guy stuck on the highway in a Volkswagen in the winter, and he was trying to make a call and he was shaking and the car would. So I was like, what if that was me? Yeah, I always want to go to school. I want to go take all the loans, but what if that car breaks? That was me going to school somewhere. And then you got to tow, the tow truck is gonna take money, the mechanics are gonna take money, and then boom, you still got your loans to pay. Jesus Christ, maybe I should learn how to fix my car first for myself. Then boom, I went into that. Now I know how to fix my car.
You fell in love?
Now I can know what I right now. Even if I'm going to school, at least I know there's some expense that I'm not gonna pay for fixing my car. So it just keeps changing by time, you know, and then the least opportunity I find I take. So the dream has changed.
So the dream was to be a pilot, right?
The dream was first to be a pilot.
Yeah, you can still be a pilot.
But yeah, you can still
But
be.
the money you're making, you
But-
still have the money to pay for the loan, though.
The money I make, I wish I came here younger though.
Hey, you still have time, though.
Bro, you say
Everyone still says you got time.
You still have
Everyone says you got time, but when you look at your watch, you know your watch is.
So-
you alone know your watch.
No, let me
Because-
ask you a question. Do you know when you're gonna die?
You don't know when you're gonna die.
Exactly.
Okay, but you know one question I'm gonna turn it back to you.
Yeah.
When you got younger ones, and you know you've already hit some certain level in your life, you've gone to some school, and you got younger ones that, you know, I mean, mom is getting old, dad is getting old.
Yeah.
No one is gonna tell you gotta take care of them because they took care of you without you telling them to take care of you.
Yeah.
So at some point, you can't just go into your dreams that much when you look at them. I mean, slowly, you're taking it slowly, not trying to take
Yeah,
care
I
of
see what you're
everyone.
saying,
You
yeah.
know
I see
what I
what
mean?
you're saying because I'm still taking care of my mom.
I mean, taking care of your younger ones too. Like I got
Yeah.
younger ones going to school and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Like oh, my phone is broken. I got my kid sister in university. I gotta take care of her. I don't want like her going after some guy beating her up. No, I gotta take care of my younger ones.
But
you know
before
what I mean?
you take care of anybody, make sure you take care of yourself
Okay,
first. 'Cause you wanna kill
listen,
yourself
to
for other
me.
people.
Before you take care of anybody, but that's not anybody. That's my sister, my blood. And let me tell you, if I don't take care of them today, when I get married tomorrow, they'll still be on my ass.
But bro,
That's why what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to teach them. I'm not trying to give them fish to eat. I'm trying to teach them how to catch it. So
How you
helping
teaching
them,
them? How you
helping them
teaching
going to school to get to where they want to be, while slowly getting to where I want to be.
Okay.
It's slowly, but it's gradual. But if I concentrate more on myself right now, what's going to happen to me? And my country is kind of messed up too right now. So everything you do is not really working. My mom is into business, but everything she does right now, because we got strikes and civil wars, like serious civil wars going on down there. I was locked up at some point before they had to move me over here. So it's so bad that there are some times that they're in the house locked up for 1 week. There was a time I was like under my bed because they be catching guys like. If we're in my country right now, people like me and you, the police pops up.
yeah, that happens. Yeah, I know that happens.
I mean, Africa is messed up. It's not our fault, you know. But it's just messed up. We can't be talking about some kind of stuff. But you know, the way I say this, I just gotta, you know, slowly. If I can get my sister to a better place too in her life, and my younger brother to the youngest ones to a better place, I'll too be fine. I mean, I don't need to have too much. But if I have too much, I'll still have to take care of them if they're not in a better place. So it's still gonna boil up around me. So we
How
go
long are you gonna do
slowly.
that for?
So you
Well-
feel like they are your responsibility now?
Nobody has to tell me that.
So where are your sisters?
They're still in Africa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
because,
it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then slowly too, when I look at what I'm doing, it's not that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Valvoline, it does just all change.
Hey, you're doing good.
One thing I learned about this country is you don't really gotta be a master in everything.
No.
There's some
Or you
people
can
who
just
there's
do
some
one
people, there's
thing.
some people who are
Or
Oh,
one
man,
thing too
for
about
that.
this country is you can do one thing only and make money from it.
One thing.
There is a whole shop
Like-
that sells chicken wings only, and they make a lot of money.
they
from
still make
chicken wings.
yeah.
So
like,
don't
I
think
was
you have
talking
to do
to this
everything,
guy.
you know.
This guy been doing mechanics for like 40 years. He works for the dealership. And I asked this guy, and he's a master, like, whatever I bring to him about the car, like, boom, 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 he's done. So I'm like, you're this good, why didn't you just get your own shop?
Exactly.
Listen to what he told me. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to deal with the customers. I don't want to
There's
deal
some
with
people
life
don't like
insurance.
that, man, yeah.
I don't want to deal with shop insurance, somebody. You know what I mean? So I learned something like, this country,
there-
people think different.
Yeah.
So some people don't like stress.
Yeah.
So I can get a business and hire people that don't like stress. And then I deal with the stress and make the money. Because at the end of the day, I'm still giving money to the owners. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's not still that bad. You know what I mean? And I really don't have to go to school for it. I mean, I can study anywhere I want to. And I can practice on my own car or buy a junk car and practice on it. That's a good thing about this country. And you know what I mean? I'll still go and it still keeps going. I fixed a lot of cars and people are happy about it. You know, it's something I would have. Back in my country, you know what I was studying? When I was leaving my country, it was my final year to getting my law degree. So I was actually into law school. but I wanted to use it to write another like custom exam to become like a custom officer, because that's the thing in Africa. It's not
Custom
like
officer.
it's not like here like immigration. No, like work for like the seaport. You know, like be someone in the seaport. So that's what I was planning. But when I came over here and I saw that incident of that guy stuck in the snow, and then my neighbor too was a mechanic who usually just fixes cars on the. So I was like, that's some opportunity to learn something. Tomorrow if I have a kid, I'll teach him. You know, I've never done anything, man. All I know is pen and paper, write exams, and boom, oh I passed, go to the next level, keep going.
It's a good business.
And they don't give you jobs.
Unless you
They don't give you jobs. So right now, even if I go to Africa, let's say something happens and I go back to Africa, I'll still be fine.
Because you don't make any.
You still gonna have a job, yeah. Always gonna have something.
Anywhere in the world I go, I can do something. So at some point I don't count it all losses. I don't count it all losses. I still count it all gain, because America, whatever you do with your hands, look at the plumber. You call the plumber to your house, it's $150 just to look at it. Break down on the highway.
It's $100, man.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be saving people on the highway just with a jump start. Just jump start their cars. Oh, thank you. You get $50. I'm not paying no loans. You feel me? So at the end of the day, and then the guys who go to school for the mechanics don't still learn what I've learned from the roadside
that's
and the
so
garage.
true.
Because in school, all you gotta get is the
theory.
But at the end of the day, if you want to work for somebody, yeah, you gotta show the ESCs. You gotta show the ESCs and be like, oh yeah, I went to school for it, and then you still struggle to learn on your own.
Yeah.
But I learned by the gas station. Everything was quick, and then went to the dealership. So I'm not doing that bad for myself. You know, if I want to get a place, I'll hire someone who doesn't want to stress with people, and then I do the stressing. Like, look, that was the dumbest reason for me. Like, I mean, I pray he never watches this. That's why I didn't want to mention anything about that. But for me, I was like, you don't want to deal with people. You're still dealing with people somehow, you know.
Yeah, I think one thing is like about this country, you have to know what you want. So it's a good thing that you.
I mean, he's making good money too.
Yeah,
he's making good money.
Yeah, you know what you want. You know where your mind's at. So I don't think, like you said, it's not a lust, because you know what you want already.
Fine.
So as long as you know what you want, I mean, I think you're good to go.
And so one thing I learned about this country is, if you know the business of people,
Every business is business of people.
if you know how to deal with people,
every business,
you don't even gotta know what you're doing. Your business will still flourish.
of course,
It's the business of people.
every business is business of people.
If I treat you right, you want to come back. Okay, look at how many millions of Africans leave their country and come here. In Africa, we didn't drive cars. It's going to take us a long time to have the opportunity to drive a car. You feel me? It's not like, it's because of bad government. It's not our fault. We go to school, at the end of the day, we don't got jobs. But now you come to America and then boom. First thing, you gotta get a quick job, maybe do, and then you discover you gotta get a car.
You gotta get a Ferrari now.
You gotta get a car somehow, and then you get a car, and then boom, the car stops somewhere. I don't even know what's wrong with this car. You take it to a mechanic, what is he gonna tell you? Oh, the alternator of the radiator of some stupid shit is broken, and then boom, $1,000. You're like, oh, this guy's killing me, this guy's killing me. And you spend $1,000 on something small.
True.
Because you don't know. Ignorance will kill you. But when you know, man, university on YouTube, even you can't do it, it's gonna help you. So there's a lot of people out there. People come into this country every day. It is what it is.
Buying a house, you learn a lot.
Yeah, facts.
A lot of things that you.
Being a tenant, you won't learn that.
Telling you,
But buying a
it's
house, you learn.
carpet shit.
Yeah, I have the tools now.
Now you gotta do it. When I was doing it, you thought it was a joke.
Oh, I do stuff today. I did a bunch of fixing.
Yeah, it helps, man.
Always fixing stuff,
So
bro.
because you save more money.
Now I'm doing
it
Mason.
by
I'm
yourself.
doing Mason too now.
You're mixing now?
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
See that? You gotta start cutting your own grass, but when you're a tenant, you don't do that.
Yeah, I cut my own grass now.
Yeah.
I bought a machine and everything.
You're young too, you know. You see that some.
Yeah, in Africa I was doing it, so why not? Now
You
you
gotta
have a
start picking
machine
up
that
the
does it
leaves,
easy.
taking out the leaves.
Now you have a
shedding
machine
trees,
that makes it easy for you. You know what I mean? You're not gonna use your hands
The
like.
machete, whoa, bro.
Nah, you don't have to use that anymore, bro.
Using the machete and then to
Now
snap
it's a
this pops
machine.
up.
Yo, 30 minutes, I was done with the whole yard.
30 minutes.
That was fast.
Easy.
Yeah, because I went there, I saw the grass was good.
Africa will take you 2 days, bro.
It's not. It's just a government.
Yeah. So yeah, you just have to learn. Yeah. And YouTube teaches everything.
To this, yeah.
Flow, I'm gonna do my flows too. YouTube, man.
See that? and then from there now you start finding yourself becoming what? How do they call this?
House flipper.
Yeah, house flipper, and then boom, you start having a business in house flipper. Because you have to start from somewhere. That's where you're starting from. And then tomorrow you'll be talking to someone. At least
I changed my own outlets and stuff like that. So it's your house. You can experiment. You burn yourself too.
Just make sure you don't do too much.
I don't do too much. I'm not gonna do like foundation stuff and all that, you know.
Yeah.
yeah. So what was your own American? No, let me start.
See,
You
you
can
do good. You do good.
See, he was complaining
Yeah,
about
he was
He's the one
complaining,
talking like,
but
Yeah, he's the one
he was so
talking.
into it.
You're the one who most elaborate.
See, that's how
everything.
podcast is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
you
be like you don't want it, and then you get into it. It's like shit. You get
people are gonna look at it and be like, this guy have a good point, bro. In America, you don't need to go
You
to
made some good
college.
points, so.
Yeah, you good. That's it.
It's like you get consumed in this podcast shit. You just talk.
I mean, you
It's
gotta
just
be-
talk.
you gotta be real with
Forget
yourself.
about the camera. That's the thing.
Yeah,
and
you
just
gotta-
talk.
you gotta be real.
It's like we're talking. It's like how if there was no camera, we're gonna do the same thing anyway. So.
Exactly, yeah. But you just have to know your limits when you're on the camera because
Yeah.
this thing's gonna stay for
Those Basha